Morning. We'll begin with the CMA US learning session for part one. And of course, there were many doubts which were asked by students with respect to the course because Indian courses are totally different from your UK courses or US courses. Let it be CPA or CMA. The learning perspective requires a different method than that of Indian courses. Indian courses, to a larger extent, they test memory. Okay, and less about logical skills, less about your ability to think and answer. That is very, very less, where your memory skills are tested. But on the opposite side, if you look at the CPA or CMA US or CAMA, they test your logical skills. What is a logical skill? You understand the concept, you practiced some problem, or you worked out certain questions, you saw certain scenarios. Those scenarios are not verbatim tested as it is. Application oriented things are tested. What is application oriented? You learn a subject, applying that particular concept, applying your own logical thinking, then solve the questions kind of a thing. So that is number one. So learning wise, ensure that you are conceptually clear. Many students feel that it is just an MCQ we can easily crack. It is not just an MCQ. I'll be sharing the IMA support package. You can just go through the questions where it is not just an MCQ like what is a current asset, what is a fixed asset, what is current ratio, or whether the working capital is correct or not. Okay, it is not just, a raw application of concept. It is that you have to think, apply, then solve the questions. That is number one. Number two, when you will be able to solve multiple choice questions or essay type questions, number one, you should have the thorough conceptual knowledge. You should have practiced in that line some questions in the class. Then applying that, you will be able to solve the questions kind of a thing. So that is about the course as such, number one. Number two, many people ask, sir, before joining the class, should I have to register with IMA? Friends, the coaching fees at Bharadwaj is, I would say, just 20% or 30% of IMA cost. In India, if you look at CMA course or CA course, you would join 6 months earlier. If you would join the course, you would join at least 6 months earlier to write the exam. Whereas CMA US course, if you register in April, you can write your exams in May. If you register in your April month, then you can write your exams in May month. Some students write, in May month by registering in May month itself. So here what is required is a preparation. What is required is a preparation. Prepare, test yourself, both unit wise as well as section wise. For example, we are going to see these 6 sections in part 1. So it's like first one, external financial reporting decisions. It contains 15%, which means out of 100 multiple choice questions, 15 questions are expected from section A. Need not be strictly 15 questions. It can be 12 or it can be 17 also. So let us learn the concepts. Alongside learning the concept, let us practice multiple choice questions. Like every chapter has a multiple choice question you have to practice. Then you have to take up the test. Once section A is complete, then you have to take a separate model exam for section A. That is number one. Like that, it will continue for section B, C, D, E, F, like that. So what is most important is learning is 50%. Second is testing yourself 50%. That is what is important. Clear? You learn, you understand, very good. But test yourself so that are you able to apply the concepts that is learned in the class or the scenarios that you have seen in the class. You are able to apply in the real-time exam simulation. Are you able to attend the test? Are you able to get the marks kind of a thing? That is number one. So what I recommend is first prepare. Complete your preparation. For example, we start now. Okay, the classes will end somewhere by January. January end, surely the syllabus will be completed 100% with length and breadth, with model test question papers, practice test paper, etc. and all. If you are planning to take up exams in February, then what you should have done is you should have sailed along with the class. I complete a topic on Saturday and Sunday. Ensure that that same topic is completed by you on Saturday and Sunday itself. Sir, how is it possible? Then do it in weekdays. It is like Saturday and Sunday you attend for about 10 to 11 hours of class. Weekdays, spend an equivalent amount of time in revising, practicing question, taking up tests like that. So sail along with me. I complete section A, you also complete your section A. That means practice questions, then take up your mock exams. Then like that, section B, section D, E, F, like that, it should continue. So by January end, your preparation will complete. Then in February month, you can take up your exam. Sir, when to register for IMA then? If you register in January, you will be able to take up the exams in February month itself. That will not be a hiccup, because in January month, January 15th or something like that, if you register, then you can take up your exams in February. Sir, how to judge whether I will be able to write my exams in February? Simple. It all depends upon your preparation. I keep taking classes, giving assignments, tests, etc. and all. Then if you are if you are sailing along with the class, yes, by January end, you will be able to complete 100% preparation and take up your exam. Scenario 1. Sir, I was able to, or am I able to complete my preparation in January month? Then, can I write my exams in February? Yes. When to register? In January. How to pay? That I will take care. I will guide you with respect to how to register and how to pay, then how to take up the exams. That is number 1. Number 2, sir, I am a working student, or due to some reasons I am not able to prepare. Then classes are completed by January end. Recording backup will be with you. Test and mock access will be with you. I request you to prepare in a big pedestal, then go for exams in May month, like that. Sir, can I write in September month? No. If you take up a class, if you start a class now, the exam should be completed within, minimum time should be around 3 to 4 months. Maximum time should be 7 to 8 months. Many students who are not taking up the exams in 3 to 4 months of time, they forget the course. They forget the course kind of a thing, because you will not know where to start and when to start, like that. Of course, I will keep giving classes, but you will not be regular and sincere. Okay, so what I request is, scenario 1 is best. Learn along with the class, complete your CMA US Part 1 in February month. Register in January, write your exams in February. Scenario 2, where you are not able to complete your preparation, then you can take up the exams in somewhere in May month, kind of a thing. Coming to analysis of sections, these are the 6 sections which we are going to learn. One is about financial reporting. Here, about balance sheet, about income statement, about inventory valuation, about fixed assets, various other things we are going to learn about financial reporting. So that is first one. Second is the section B. Okay. Without learning section A, it is difficult to go to section B, because planning, budgeting and forecast involves preparing cash budget, preparing production budget, sales budget, preparing master budget, capital budgeting, like that. Complete planning, budgeting and forecasting techniques are going to be covered over there. Then the section C is performance management. If you look at, section C, can I directly jump into? Because if you look at section B and C, it occupies 20%, 20%, 40%. So shall I start with section C directly? No. Without understanding what is a budget, then you will not be able to understand how to do variance analysis. Budget is what you're expected to do, what your subordinates, your company is expected to do. What is performance measurement? We compare the budget with actuals. We see the variance. We measure the performance by looking at what? The variance analysis. So that is the second aspect, performance management. So without learning section B, without understanding what is a budget, it is very difficult to measure the performance. Then without understanding section B and C, we cannot go to cost management, because we will be dealing with fixed cost, variable cost, mixed cost, budgeting, variances, so many things we will be doing. Only based on that the cost management can be done. So IMA also arrange the syllabus in such a way that a student learns in a particular order, in a logical order, like that. So this is about the major 4 sections. Section E and F are 100% theory. It's 100% theory. If you look at theory versus practical, the section A will have 60% theory, 40% practical. B, 40% theory, 60% practical. C also like that. Section D, 50-50. E and F, it will be 100%. So by this time, you should have come to a conclusion. CMA exam is not a quantitative exam. Out of 100 multiple choice questions, 50% will be theory. Minimum 50% will be theory. And the maximum 50% will be computational questions, problem questions. It is not just solving the problem, applying the concepts and of course solving the theoretical questions also. So many students would have thought, like, if I do CMA US, It's like out of 100 questions, I'll get 80 questions, like problem questions, I'll be able to solve and clear. No, you should be giving concentration for both theory as well as practical. Coming to the next one, many students feel theory because in CMA's blood, you solve 100 problems, they'll be ready to do. But the theory, they hate. No, if you don't learn theory, straight away 30% will be gone in internal controls and technology analytics. Okay, because minimum pass mark required is 72%. Please remember, my friends. So don't classify it as theory, practical, accounting, costing like that. Ensure that you are learning all the topics. And if you look at essay type questions, section A, rare scenario where essay type questions are tested. Section B, C, D, E, F, essay type questions are tested. What is essay type questions? A company's profile is given. You have to read the profile of the company, understand what is expected. Are you expected to plan? Are you expected to prepare a budget? Are you expected to analyze the variance? Are you expected to work out the cost? Or are you expected to solve an issue like information technology, IT security issue, data security issue? Or is it like there is a problem in internal control? Or is there a problem in, for example, auditing like that? You have to understand the case scenario and solve. So cases also are not based on separate sections. Sir, will I get 5 questions? Question 1, essay from section B, essay from section C, like that? No. Essay will be there where you have to apply. Question number 1 may be budgeting, that is section B. Question number 2 may be variance analysis, section C. Question number 3 may be finding out the cost of a product. Question number 4 can be what an internal control should do in an organization, or what is the weakness in this organization. After reading that, you will be able to answer kind of a thing. So with respect to data security, can they do cloud computing? Can they use AI? In that. So you have to apply and solve kind of a thing. So you should understand, friends, essay type questions are not based on separate sections. You will be given 3 or 4 essay types, but each essay will have a combination of 3 or 4 sections combined. It is not individual sections. Okay. Coming to overall learning, 100 multiple choice. I told you theory ranges 45 to 50%. 3 hours exam, 375 marks. Minimum mark that you have to score is 50%. So 3 hours, I solve 100 multiple choice questions. Your system will allow you to move to the 4th hour. 4th hour is for essay. 4th hour is for essay. Only when you secure 50% at least in this. But my friends, I would say, you should try to score at least 90% in MCQs. Because if you secure 350 marks or 360 marks in essay type questions, then MCQs, then essay will be an easy one for you. Okay. So as I told you, essay type is based on all the sections, not based on separate sections kind of a thing. Okay. So essay questions may be scenario based questions, like sometimes 5 questions, sometimes 10 questions are tested. That is for 125 marks. And of course, the passing minimum is 360 out of 500. Now you'll have a doubt. Sir, how are we going to continue with classes? Section A, B, C, D, E, F, we'll be doing concepts. Then we'll be practicing some multiple choice questions. Then I'll be giving you assignments, as well as I'll be giving you the tests. Okay, Saturday and Sunday we learn. Weekdays, at your convenient time, you can solve those practical questions and take up the test. So whatever we do on Saturday and Sunday, you complete your practice and test in Monday to Friday. What time? Your time. It can be morning hours or it can be evening hours. Any time of your choice. Ensure that you are completing that week work in that week itself. That is number 1. Number 2, we are going to continue solving a lot of multiple choice questions till the syllabus complete. Then once the syllabus is complete, then I'll give you compilation of essay type questions where you will find all these things I've learned, yes, I'm able to solve, like that. You will have a feeling. We'll also be discussing essay type questions kind of a thing. So this is about learning perspective. So when to write your exam? Simple. You should have completed at least 80% of preparation, then register with IMA and write your exams. So the steps in CMA is prepare. Complete at least 80% to 90% of your syllabus. That means it's not syllabus completed by faculty. Learning from your end, learning from your end. So many people ask, the classes, of course, Saturday and Sunday, 6 to 11 a.m. it happens. Weekdays are for practice and tests. Of course, class note, study material test, everything matters a lot. Okay. Minimum, of course, you can take 3 to 4 months of time. Class duration will be approximately 150 to 180 hours, depending upon the batch to batch. Total learning time will be 350 hours. Total learning time will be 350 hours. Because I'm not going to write the exam. As a faculty, handled about 10 to 12 batches, I'll be able to solve the questions easily. But as a student learning for the first time, and you should remember all the 5 sections of the exam hall. So you have to have a deeper practice and learning. It takes totally 350 hours on an average. So make out your calculations. Okay, I'm planning to write my exams in February. We are in November. November, December, January, February. 4 months. 120 days. You have to make out this 350 hours. Totally 350 hours, including class hours I'm telling you. So 350 divided by 120. If you're ready to sit apart from class daily 2 to 3 hours, then you will be able to write your exams in February. Apart from class hours I'm telling you. Saturday, Sunday, leave it for class. Monday to Friday, if you are able to sit for 3 hours a day, then you will be able to complete your 100% of syllabus by January end. February revise and go to the exam by February 2nd week or 3rd week, like that. That is how it works. Okay, sir. No, I cannot sit for 3 hours. I can spend only 2 hours a day. Then you can write your exams in April, there is a May window, May, June window. May 1st week, you can write your exams, kind of a thing. Then, of course, you should not delay beyond 8 months, because you will forget the topics. You will forget the topics. What is most important is, as I told you in the message itself, be on time to the class. 6 means 6, not 6:05, 6:10. Set your mind that I should be ready with paper, notebook, pen by 5:45, and sit before the system. Have a bath in the morning, because your mind will be fresh. Okay, be on time to the class. Be consistent, because I'd seen in the past students used to attend like 1 month regularly. Then they will miss 1 weekend class, Saturday and Sunday. They will not access recording also Monday to Friday. If you miss one weekend class, then you're missing a huge portion. So consistency is the key. Saturday, Sunday you attend. In case if you are not able to attend due to any reason, ensure that you are accessing the recording on Monday or Tuesday and complete that particular week task. That is most important. Many students ask me, sir, you are doing work like this. Okay, a lot of Excel work you are doing. Can you share this Excel working? Can you share the Excel working? No. Then I will make you lethargic. Okay. Easy way is to satisfy you now in the classroom. Let me give all the workings. Okay. Whatever you do in the class, let me do all the working. No. Be a student wherever you are. Let you be in face-to-face class, or let you be in live online class, or access recording. Take proper notes. If I ask you to solve, solve. If I ask you to work out, work out. Never use mobile for calculations. Because if you use mobile for calculation in the exam hall, you are not allowed to use mobiles. Buy a standard calculator that will cost you just 400 rupees. Buy a calculator and practice. So take your own notes like a regular notes. About 100 hours video will be there. One day before exam, you cannot watch 100 hours video, but you can have or run through the notes if you have. Your own workings if you have. Clear? So that is most important. Tests, of course, as I told you, Saturday and Sunday, whatever we do, we are going to test on Monday to Friday. Yes, you complete. Cumulative learning. What is cumulative learning? What is cumulative learning? A, you complete, revise and take up mock test based on A. Section B you completed, then go revise section A, then go to section B. So section C I completed, then revise section A, then section B, then go to section D. Clear? Always cumulative matters, learning matters a lot, because one of the major problem faced by the student is short-term memory loss. We attended the class in November. In December, we forget. We remember only section B or C. Okay. In January month, section A, B, C gone. Section D only remember. That way will not work out. Cumulative learning definitely matters a lot. Please remember, my friends, if you think that CMA India is easy and taken up CMA US course, which is okay, comparatively easier like that, if you have had any feeling, it is not easy. It is not easier when compared to CMA India. Number one, application oriented questions. Number two, verbatim questions will not be repeated, will not be tested. Number three, okay, the pass mark is 72%. The pass mark is 72%, not 40%. And every exam is costly. Every exam is costly. Now coming to IMA registration. IMA registration requires no document. IMA registration requires no document. Sir, what is this? No document? Yes. No document. No document is required for writing IMA exams or applying for IMA exams. It is like filling a Google form or filling certain things before you open a Gmail ID like that. Okay. IMA will ask your certificates only after you complete your part 1 and part 2 exams. Okay. You just register, then pay, then book the exam center and write your exams kind of a thing. 1 minute. Why I tell CMA US is very costly is you have to pay CMA entrance fees plus IMA membership fees. It will cost you some $595 if you are a graduate completed, not a student. This student membership is available only when you are in first year or second year or third year of college while appearing for exam. So it will cost you like $595 plus exam fees will be $545. This entrance fees and IMA membership fees is a one-time fee. It is a one-time fee. Okay. But whereas exam fees, you have to pay when you are taking up exams. Of course, if you don't make in one attempt, it cost will be $545 plus GST. You add it, it will come to some $600. Exam fees alone into 90 rupees. The cost of not passing will be 54,000, which will be bigger than that of your coaching fees. Okay. And you have to, this particular part, you will do it, as I told you, after completing 80% of preparation. Okay. Sir, will you help me in doing the registration? Yes, definitely I'll be helping you. IMA also gives a lot of discounts to the students in the entrance fees, membership fees, and exam fees. We'll also guide you on that particular aspect. Right time, I'll keep telling you when to register, etc. Okay. If you're prepared, then you can go for registration because this is a huge cost exercise. This is a huge cost exercise to the students. Okay. Because Indian exams, it is just 1,500, 2,000 rupees. But whereas in CMA US, it is about 55,000 rupees you spend. Okay. That is very, very costly. And for students, of course, some concessions are given, but it is equivalent to somewhere around 80% of professional membership fees. Okay. To complete a CMA US, this one will be 300 plus 295, $600. Exam fees twice you will be paying. After discounts and other things, approximately it will cost you somewhere about $1,600 to $1,600. If you're a professional member, if you're an academic member, it will be like $1,300 to $1,400. It will cost you to complete the course. But the benefits are many, my friends. Benefits are many, my friends, because employment opportunities are given by IMA. There is an IMA portal. There is an IMA portal in which you can enroll yourself. Then you can seek for employment, and a lot of companies also directly recruit the students, kind of a thing. If you are a fresher, sir, I don't have any experience. We also provide a platform. Bharadwaj Institute provides a platform where you complete your part 1. Pass your part 1. Thereafter, we will put you in a company or in a firm where you get trained with respect to certain practical aspects like cost audits or preparing budgets or financials or forecasts like that, like an intern. It is not mandatory, but we will put you in the cost accountants firm or in a manufacturing company where you go and work and have a real-time experience of what is happening. Then complete your part 2 also with part 1 and part 2 qualification with a practical experience. Then you will have a better salary package. So this is about the learning process and whatever is required. So let us go in the same order. Section A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay. So 375 marks, our target is 90% in that essay type questions, because if you score 90% in that, your success is at most insured, not insured. Okay. Then some marks you have to make it from essay type questions. And of course, examination is going to be online. Of course, in Chennai, all the metro cities has exam centers. Okay, so promoting testing centers where you have to book the center and write. Sir, when the exam will be conducted? You are telling January, February, May, June. Okay, when the exam will be conducted, you have to decide your exam date and time. 2 slots are available. Morning slot, evening slot are available for 60 days time. Okay, You have to book your slot, your time. Okay, for example, you want to write in February 25. Yes, book the slot, book the exam center. Then you can just go and appear, kind of a thing. So that is, this you decide your exam date. You decide your exam date. Okay, so can I pay my exam fees in January and can I book my exams in May month? Yes, you can do. You can pay your exam fees in January month and you can book your exam in May month, but that is not required. Sir, I paid my exam fees. Can I reschedule? I paid my exam fees for February in January month. Can you reschedule? But there is a procedure. You have to pay some cost for that and you can reschedule. And there is a time limit within which you have to reschedule. All those options are available, but at a cost. Okay, so I mean, this is about CMA US and this is about preparation. And those who are attending online, those who are attending face to face, they will interact maybe after the class, during the class. Those who are online, ensure that you are asking doubts when we solve the questions, kind of a thing. When we solve, I mean, any particular topic, any particular area, if you're not having a conceptual clarity, ensure that you are unmuting and asking doubts on the spot. That is most important. Never log out without understanding any particular concept. That is most important. So this is about CMA US course. Hope I clarified your doubts in mind. Now the forum is open for next 10 or 15 minutes to ask you general questions about CMA US or registration or learning methods, any other doubts in your mind about the course. Relating to the knowledge, we'll come to that maybe after this particular 10 minutes of session. Now the session or forum is open to you. You can just unmute and ask if there is any doubt with respect to this course. With respect to coaching, with respect to the other things, we'll continue in the second, there is other part. Any doubt, my friends? Am I clear to you?
Of the classes will it be online or
See, we will also practice MCQ in the class. We'll also practice MCQ in the class. Apart from that, I'll be giving you multiple choice questions. Maybe I'll show you some of the things. Section A will have these classes, and you can find like this is a kind of a revision material or practice material. This is for you to practice. This is for you to practice. Okay. For all the questions, this is like section A order practical questions. It will have about 150 questions plus some around 300 questions you will be practicing in section A, which will be based on topic wise. For example, we are going to talk or we are going to start with some integrated reporting or balance sheet, things like that. So topic wise questions are given. You have to practice it. You have to practice it. Then the solution also will be available. Once you practice, I'll give you the solutions, kind of a thing, with why, what, etc. and all, with explanation for correct answers and other things. I'll do it. 1 minute. 1 minute. They went to the other premise. Okay. So like this, you're going to practice questions, and of course, that is how it is going to proceed. So first the class, the second is practicing multiple choice questions in the class. Third one will be your, exam questions that are being tested. There is test is done for every chapter. Maybe I'll show you the test process also. You can find this is a sample of tests in section D. Classification of cost we complete in the class. Then you take up the test. Then cost of goods sold, cost of goods manufactured, we do it in the class, then take up the test, kind of a thing. Test is a simple process where you just write and submit. You just write and submit. Immediately after submission, your answer and correct answer and required answer, everything will come. So that is about the testing process. Okay. So this is for section D. Okay. About 20 tests, 22 tests you will be writing in section D. All sections put together, you will be writing about 65 tests, unit tests you will be writing, and there will be model exam for each section separately and model exams together also. So class, we practice MCQ. At home, you practice MCQ. Then you take up the tests also. This is how the learning will take place. Then after completion of each section, a mock exam is given for section wise. After completing the full syllabus, a 100% model examination is conducted. Any other doubt in your mind? Any other doubt? Please unmute and ask. So Monday to Friday, ensure that you are sitting for 2 to 3 hours, depending upon your learning speed. Okay, practice those MCQs and take up the test, etc. Any other doubt, friends? So this registration cost will come only after completing your learning, because sometimes some academies wrongly guide the students. Register. The students are not able to prepare your registration. This entrance fees and IMA membership fees. Okay, entrance fees is permanent for 2 years. Okay, IMA membership fees is valid only for 1 year. It's you have to renew every year. You have to renew this 295 every year. So if you register, write your exams. For example, a student writes the exams in February for part one. Okay, part two, the student should be able to complete in September, and within 9 months span, we complete the entire CMA course. Okay, February one part, September second part, like that, you come out. Regarding discounts, when IMA is offering discounts, there are a lot of time period during which they offer the discounts. During December they offer, during April month they offer the discounts, March month they offer the discounts. So whenever the discounts are coming, I'll inform you in the group. Okay, if you're prepared, then register and write your exams, kind of a thing. Discounts will be around 30 to 40% open discounts are given for entrance fees and membership fees. Exam fees, they give normally 20% discount, something like that. But again, IMA has to decide when they have to give the discounts. Done. So we'll begin with the regular session for section A. Maybe after 10 minutes of break, because you've listened to so much in theory. 10 minutes of break you can take. You can stay in the live online link, or you can just exit and join. We'll begin with section A. And of course, for classroom, for practice, I refer and recommend Hawk material, because I practiced from Hawk material. I completed both the parts in a 3 month span of time, securing somewhere around 390 and 401, like that. I took both the parts in 2 days gap, part one and part two. 2 days gap I took, and I wrote my exam. So I practiced from this material. I found, compared to the other material, this is simple and easy and exclusively written for CMA. It is not written for some other course. It is written exclusively for CMA US course. And based on that, certain lot of improvisation has been done in practice and test and other things, so that the students are given what is required for exam point of view. So with respect to material, textbook, you need not buy anything. Okay, so that material or test access or practice questions, we will provide it to you, or I will provide it to you. And okay, if you feel that, sir, I practice everything, I'm having time, yes, feel free to contact me. I'll give you n number of materials where you can practice even 10,000 questions on CMA US part one, like that. So this is about classes and other things. So have a 10 minutes of break, then let us continue with section A.